Today I'm going to show you how to make the basic shape of our house. So in order to create this house, we're going to start with a sheet of computer paper like this, and we're going to hold it sideways. We are not putting it up and down. So sideways like this. Make sure that yours sort of matches mine. And what I'm going to do is lift up both sides of my paper here, and I'm going to gently sort of fold them together so that they just touch in the middle. It's really, really important that they do not cross over each other. We don't want them to cross. We want them to stay right next to each other the whole time. So once they're right next to each other, we have to very, very carefully press it down against the paper and then flatten it out. See how these doors don't cross each other? They stayed right next to each other. Again, very, very important. So now we've got these beautiful doors that open and close right next to each other, and we're ready to make it more house-like. I'm going to use a marker so that you can see it a little bit more clearly. It would be a good idea to use a pencil so you can erase if you make mistakes. The next step I'm going to do is decide how tall I want my house to be. I think for me, this house is going to be kind of tall. So near the top, I'm going to draw a line straight across. But I have to leave some space at the top so that I can make a roof. So straight across my paper is my line. And then I'm going to have both of my lines meet up at the top, right where the two pieces of paper meet, to create a roof. So I'm going to draw two diagonal lines to create my roof. So from this corner up to the corner of this side, and from this corner up to the top point. There we go. I've got a really nice shaped roof now. Now once I have that roof, I can use my scissors to cut along the roof to give it that house shape. So I'm going to point my scissors away from me, cut along the line, and do the same thing on this side. There we go. We've got a pretty good house shape now. And I also want to add some doors that open up right in the middle. So the way that I do that is by drawing a rectangle right in the middle of the house. And I have to make sure that this rectangle does not touch the two sides. I have to leave some space there. So I think I'll make that blue. So right in the middle, I'm going to draw a rectangle like this. There we go. And you can see that it goes right through the middle of the doors. In order to make these open, then on each side, I'm only going to cut the top line and the bottom line. That's it. So I'm going to carefully cut just to the end of that line and carefully cut to the end of this line. And then when I do that, I can just fold this open. So now it looks like we have little shutters that open and close. And I can do the same thing on this side. So I can cut on the top line and the bottom line so that this door opens too. There we go. So now I've got these two shutters that open and close. Once we have those steps, we can decorate the rest of the house. We can add the door where we would like it. I think I might even have a window over top, like that. And maybe some stairs that go down to the ground. The way that I do that is just by making bigger or longer and longer rectangles all the way to the ground, like that. I could also add some windows. Put a smaller square inside, and then put a plus sign right in the middle. I could draw some flowers on the bottom, and I can also decorate my roof. And when I finish adding all of my details, I can color the whole thing in.